The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. An intriguing matchup tonight. Two smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths.
Okay. I think it's going to be more tactical, though, honestly. You know, if the game is played at a fast pace, that's when the benches come into play because we'll see who has the bigger bench.
If,
You okay? You all right?
Oh.
You all right?
Man, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, sorry, Ernie. Did it go down the wrong pipe?
Something did.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors coach, has a great way with his players. He said they see through all the BS. They've got to know that you're in charge and know what you're talking about. But in the end, it's about them. Kevin?
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. Tonight, two great backcourts facing off. Brent, how often do you get caught up in a showdown with another guard?
Well, for me, it didn't happen all that much, Kevin, unless I was playing John Barry.
Now
I got fired
right.
up.
I get you.
I think it's amazing when you have these matchups during the regular season and you look at maybe the rhythm of some of these guys coming into the game. Elite point guards, they have the ball in their hands. Sometimes they get caught up in that mano-a-mano duel. And as a two guard or somebody else playing with that player, it's really fun to watch.
You got to check yourself, though, don't you? You got to stay within the bounds.
Oh, there's no doubt that you still want to win the basketball game, but there are moments and minutes where their talent takes over, and that's when the show begins.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry is out there with Russell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Green. And it's McKinney in at the three. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Leonard. Back to Beverly. The pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. A three from Leonard. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And it's the Warriors' ball. There's Russell with the three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
Lets it go from 14. George with the bucket.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
And I'm loving the recognition, right? He simply takes what the defense allows. That's a smart move.
Now here's Curry over Beverly. The shot by Curry, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Harkless.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Here's Russell. Sweet little floater. Russell's got 5 now.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Beverly wide open. It's good from long range.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the shot goes in. And that's now 6 points for Paul George.
You can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
Russell with it. He's got 5. Floats one up. Pass to Kawhi Stein. Shoots it up. And the shot is long. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Zubac. Great tee that time from Green.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Kawhi Stein played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kawhi Stein's got his second basket of the game.
Kawhi Stein shooting with confidence that close around the rim.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Yes, that goes in.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Curry passes to Green. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Russell against George. Shoots from the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Russell's got 7. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start? And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Curry against Beverly. Green finds Russell. Here's McKinney, defended by George. McKinney passes to Russell. 5 to shoot. The 3. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. In the corner, George with it. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. Russell with a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Russell's got 9.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Zubac kicks to George. George missing again. Warriors leading by 4. Inside, here's Kawhi Stein. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And it's 8 points for Willie Kawhi Stein.
and I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Leonard. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Curry. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Curry, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside, George. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he said, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
McKinney passes to Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steph Curry, Brent, is there any doubt in your mind that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history?
I don't think there's any doubt, but I like the fact that Steph Curry doesn't want to be a one-trick pony, and he isn't. He's trying to be better at making plays. He's trying to be better at making good decisions. He's trying to be better as a defender. And so all of these things for Steph Curry, he's not satisfied with the things that he's done so far in his career, which have all been elite.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
One thing that's quietly understated about Steph Curry is that competitive fire to keep pushing the envelope. Even though he's set these high marks and these high bars, he wants to see if he can eclipse some of the marks that he set in the early part of his career.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime you get somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
Looney's checked in for Cauley Stein. Harkless with the steal. Pass to Leonard. And the layup's good. 2-point Warrior lead. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
And so here is Golden State after Lou Williams was able to get the three to go. And that one is good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now here's Leonard. He kicks to Harkless. In the corner, George with it. George double-teamed, stolen away. Also looking it over. The shot by Curry, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Harrell. Back to Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Williams has got 8 points.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside, it really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Curry with it. Williams picks him up. Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. Russell from long range. He can't get that one. Empty that time from Leonard. And George kicks to Williams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Curry with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Timeout.
10 points for Steph Curry.
A consistency from the distance that Steph shoots at, I think, is one of the more astounding parts of his accuracy from the three-point line.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups, Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range. Even though last year, obviously, just 9 games, he's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
Trail by 3. Kicks it to Harkless. And he drops it in from the low post.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Here's Looney. No points in the game yet for him. Leonard with the steal. Shamet, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
Now here's Jones. Back to Curry. Pass to Robinson. He kicks it to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Curry's got 13 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Leonard finds Williams. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Magruder passes. Misses the three. The Warriors leading. Outside Robinson. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 5. Here's Livingston. Rebound by Harrell. LA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And it's Magruder in the corner. Curry against Williams. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Magruder. And the Clippers miss again. Golden State's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Jones lays it up and banks it in.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
It's stolen by Curry. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Livingston. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job and challenging it.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We've got more in store for you right after this. All the great Golden State Warrior scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys need to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
We've got Mo Harkless. He's out there with Harold. And it's Williams at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The shot by Curry, no good. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight.
This roster for the Clippers is in transition, no doubt about it. You think of the franchise's history, plenty of dysfunction, but over the last 5 or 6 years, they've been the best team in LA. Now it's a time for them to reset, try to find some new stars to carry it forward. You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at them just a bit.
Over in the corner, Harkless shoots the three, and another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, D with Victor on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Looney kicks to Livingston. In the corner, it's Robinson. Passes to Livingston. To halt the run, and the bank shot is good.
Got to stay with Livingston. The D cannot let him dice them up with his handle.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Outside for Robinson. The Clippers grab the miss.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Curry with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Back to Williams. Shamet by Curry. Pulls from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Hero. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jones finds Livingston. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Green comes in for Looney. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Russell 9 points in the game so far. Right side Robinson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
The Warriors shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
That one misses for Robinson. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Beverly. George against Robinson. George passes to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Magruder, guarded by Green. Outside for George. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Livingston. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And Golden State also making a change. McKinney's checked in. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Harrell kicks to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. A fader. And it's in there. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Warriors trail by 6. McKinney kicks to Green. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley-Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
Outside for George. George double teamed, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. McKinney passes to Russell, and he gets it to go.
Timeout, timeout.
Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Now, last season's championship round, the 4th straight time that the Warriors faced off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the first time in North American sporting history that has ever happened in the major 4 sports. And once again, the Golden State Warriors brought the trophy back to the Bay Area.
For loss, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Brent, next to the 1975 banner, the Warriors unfurling yet another championship banner. And when you look at the journey for this franchise, Brent, what comes to mind?
Well, I think about how many things for them just lined up perfectly, Kevin. The general manager being from the Bay Area, being in tune with what goes on in the city, and then the timing of the decision for Steve Kerr to be choosing between joining the New York Knicks and him choosing not the East Coast, but the West Coast to build this empire. It's been pretty remarkable ever since those decisions were made, what the Warriors have built around the NBA game with those two guys in place.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Livingston. It's good from long range. Livingston's got 5 points in the quarter.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
And Beverly kicks to George. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Now Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Russell against George. Right side Russell. It's deflected.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Beverly. Pass to George. Back to he tries for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Russell. Now the pass to Green. Down low. And Kawhi Stein throws it down.
Kawhi Stein, you got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
Kicks to George. Roush on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
One shot.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring, you get good playmaking and rebounding, you get a defender with active hands. And there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The 10-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
McKinney passes to Livingston. Kicks it to Kawhi Stein. Now here's Green. Shot clock at 6. Charity stripe shot. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Draymond Green around the rim trying to find a little bit of a window to get that ball up.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponents' ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
And the Clippers call time here. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm. And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Pass to Zubac. That's tipped and stolen by Kawhi Stein. Here's Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He kicks it to Beverly. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Passes it to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 6 points for Draymond Green.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
George shoots from 12. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Russell against George. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Leonard. Warriors with the rebound. Kawhi Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Harkless is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Golden State, Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now Russell. He's got 11. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, and we're going to be watching this for the next decade or more. Russell savage from deep.
Williams gets the bucket.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Curry. He's got 13. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer.
Massive. The 3 at the buzzer ties it up. And they'll go to the break the way we started, dead even.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 21 points and 1 block. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, their perimeter defense is falling apart. Guys aren't fighting over screens, closing out on shooters. I mean, you know, when you're playing a team that gets this hot from behind the arc, you got to body up on the shooters and try to close them down. Their defense needs to extend outward in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And for the Clippers, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Brent, a major pivot for the Clippers last season, trading away the most important player in franchise history, Blake Griffin.
The front office made mention of sustainability and production over cost, and felt like it was the right time for them to move on. The size of that max contract, the injury risk of Blake Griffin and what's happened and transpired the past couple of seasons convinced them that they might be able to clear that out of the way, get some flexibility, and rebuild the roster in the way that they wanted to moving forward.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half, we've got Russell. Draymond Green is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Curry. And it's McKinney in at the 3, the small forward. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. In the corner, George with it. No good on the triple.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Beverly. Green kicks to McKinney. Back to Green. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for it. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside, George. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Beverly kicks to Harkless. Puts up a 3.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Count that one. McKinney's got 6 points.
How huge to have a big on the floor who can see the entirety of the court. The ball doesn't stop with Draymond Green.
George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Stolen by George. Out to the right wing. Beverly for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein just doing what he can right now offensively to dominate in a lot of ways.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. Hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Brent, some wondered whether they'd change their name to the San Francisco Warriors. Like before, they're going to stick with Golden State.
Yeah, too much history, I think, in Oakland. They don't want to do anything to disturb the fan base. This is the Bay Area's team, and you mentioned it. It does have a history, Kevin, starting off back in San Francisco in the 60s, and they've become a powerhouse. It seems even more fitting to claim the entire state, the Golden State Warriors.
It's Curry outside. Can't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside, George. Pass to Beverly. Over Curry. Cans the 12-footer. Beverly's got 8 points.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Beverly against Curry. And there's the pass to McKinney. That one a little long.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
George looking around. To the wing on the left. Tries a three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He gets that one. McKinney's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beverly finds George. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Zubac. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's blocked. Outside Leonard. For his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Timeout called the Warriors. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
Here's Russell. And the Warriors miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Leonard. And last season, the harder ones for Kawhi Leonard certainly, as he was forced to miss a lot of time due to injury.
Yeah, hard to lose a year like that when you're a star player, and started the year late with the quad issue and then was shelved again. Just 9 games total for him, and happy that he's back and at full health as the NBA gets a lot more interesting when the claw gets in the lineup.
First one falls for him.
Well, with the departure of Chris Paul and the trade of Blake Griffin, the Clippers deciding on a new look and a new direction, the era of Lob City, I think, officially has come to a close.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. And from 2011 to 2017, the Lob City Clippers, as they were called, 50 wins or better pretty much every year.
It was a great team. It just did not have the kind of luck, and trust me, there is luck involved, needed to get themselves to an NBA Finals. A record 6 straight playoff appearances for them. Took a series lead, only to be eliminated, and then a lot of frustration set in because things didn't go the right way. And now a lot of guys not here for the Clippers moving forward.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Harkless with it. He's against Green. Harkless with the bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. On the wing, Green. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Robinson kicks to Russell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Green. Got a hand on it. Shamet. He's covered by Livingston. Shamet. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Livingston. And he slams it one-handed.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man. Sean Livingston has had such a remarkable comeback career and one of the more unique players in the league. At 6'7", plays really a true point guard position, but very rarely do you ever see Sean Livingston getting away from shots on the floor where he knows he can be devastating. 10 to 12 feet, back to the basket, up over the top of guys. Just a really unique set of skills from Sean Livingston.
He throwed it to Livingston. And Livingston, not really a three-point shooter, but Brandy does so many other things to help you win.
It really doesn't get up into guys physically, but is out there with his smarts defensively to be versatile, to be able to switch. I love when Sean has a little bit of a launch pad on offense to get to the rim and get up and throw down some dunks. Just such a steadying force coming off the bench for the Warriors in the past few seasons.
And there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That's his first foul. Curry passes to Jones. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 5 points now in the quarter. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Williams against Curry. He's in the post. He's got 13, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Stephen Curry.
And we talk about Lou Williams being one of those herky-jerky players, unpredictable at how he's going to score, but he will score. And sweet Lou Williams came into the NBA straight out of high school. I don't think a lot of people remember that back in 2005. The former 45th pick has more than exceeded his selection spot over the course of his career, last year winning the 6th Man of the Year award.
The first one falls. And you look back on Lou Williams going in the second round, pretty surprising considering, Brent, he accomplished so much in high school just in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, the National High School Player of the Year, a state title, and he graduated as the second all-time leading scorer in the whole state of Georgia. He continues to fill it up in the pros. He's unstoppable at times.
Ranked first in assists for 4 consecutive seasons, Brent. Are these Warriors the best passing team in NBA history?
Well, by the numbers, you would say yes. Assist rates that exceed even the Showtime Lakers back in the early and mid-'80s. Also, this team has been first in offensive efficiency for 3 straight years. I mean, it's been remarkable. So not only the best passing team, but maybe the best offense of all time.
Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up and Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
Curry looking around. Here's Looney. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Curry, and it's Golden State with another.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
At the top of the key, Harkless. On the wing, Williams. Shoots over Curry. AT that time from Curry.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Jones kicks it to Looney. Shot clock at 6. Here's Livingston. Yep, that one goes in there. Livingston's got 14 points for the game.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Clippers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And that one falls for Williams.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, Doc Rivers might have done his best coaching job last year. You think about how many G League guys came in and started games, and he even talked about it as being a season with a breath of fresh air with all that newness and the things he had to teach and go back to the drawing board. So a heck of a year for them, and they might have found some gems.
And the Warriors with possession here. They lead by 1. And Doc raved about last season's roster. But Brent, he admitted by the end of the Blake Griffin, Chris Paul era, he had it up to here with all the chemistry issues.
Well, he said that every playoff disappointment, Doc felt like the buy-in of the entirety of the team got narrower, as if they couldn't get it done because of what had happened the season before or 2 seasons before that. So a very hard group to coach, a very talented group to coach, but a lot of things lingered in that locker room, and if you're not on the same page, there's just no way to climb that mountaintop.
Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Clippers trail by 3. Shamet, guarded by Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Jones, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one misses. And trying to defend the Warriors. All that motion. Brent, how tough is that to defend?
Well, it kills you, Kevin, because it's not like if you give up an open shot, it's going to go in. That happens with most of the NBA. It's the fact that maybe you're 2 feet away or 6 inches away from getting a steal, and that play costs you, and it just keeps coming at you for 48 minutes. Those devastating shooters, all of that movement, really tough to guard, and everybody in the league's having their troubles with it.
Williams with a clean look, drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Well, during his career, Lou Williams has been a decent threat from the three-point line, around 35%. Good at stretching out the court.
Here's Curry with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Kicks it to Harkless. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Right side, Williams. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Curry takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's how you run the pick and roll. You have to respect Steph shooting the ball, and then he just slices the D up with the pass.
Outside Williams. No good on the triple. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Robinson to the inside. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first points in this one. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Harkless. With the shot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Harkless has got 4 this quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Williams against Curry. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Clippers lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
Well, you can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George, and it's Zubats in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's McKinney, defended by George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Russell. And Zubats with the block. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it falls over the rim and in. George has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers. Warriors trail by 3. Russell with it. Leonard with the steal. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Williams. Outside Russell. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Curry.
Awareness of what the defense is trying to do. Steph plays that one perfectly.
And George kicks to Williams. The Clippers rebound. It's Curry. 5 to shoot. The second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Back to Curry. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 31.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Shots good by Williams.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. And that'll be his third foul so far. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Curry has it in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Count that bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry to tie it up. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now here's Harkless. George up top. There's the pass to Zubac. Beverley for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And it's good, 2 points.
A catch-and-shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
Curry against Beverley. He kicks it to Leonard. Six to shoot, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Harkless on the wing. Steph Curry with the rebound.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
Beverley finds Leonard. Here's George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Harkless. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to McKinney. Back to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. There's Russell with the 3. Here's Kawhi Stein. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Great position inside. Once Kawhi Stein is that close to the basket, the defense is going to have to come over and do something about it, usually a foul.
He misses the free throw.
The one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he can be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And here's Beverley. Passes to Leonard. And there's Green with the three, sinks the triple. And the Warriors lead by 1.
The smarts there shown by Draymond Green. He realized it was his turn to fire one up, cashes in.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Russell. He gets it in there. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Now Harkless. And that one goes long.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Draymond Green, the 35th pick. Wow, imagine that back in 2012, and overlooked as maybe not having a position, maybe being too small. I don't think his coach at Michigan State would have said any of those things about the versatility and the blueprint that was ideal for the Golden State Warriors to put him into this lineup with these great shooters.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And we'd seen the rise of the spread 4, but Green is something altogether different.
Yeah, he's not a catch-and-shoot 4-man. He's more of a skilled 4-man, rebounding the ball, pushing it up on the break. Steve Kerr likes to use him in the offense as the conduit at the top of the key. He can attack a closeout, get into the rim, can throw lobs to guys on the inside. Just the things that he does can punish a defense with how versatile he is.
And Beverly kicks to George. Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 4 points this quarter.
It's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding a hot streak now.
Timeout called the Warriors. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Thank you, David. And Kawhi Stein throws it down.
Kawhi Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
And Beverly kicks to George. And stolen by Russell. Pass to McKinney. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Clippers trail by 5. The pass to Beverly. Nice passing here, Los Angeles. George against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Russell. Guy is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Curry against Beverly. Kicks to George. George double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here are the Clippers. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got 6 here in this quarter.
Interior D lacking, and it couldn't be at a worse time giving up that easy one.
Well, just an incredibly slow rotation. That is someone's responsibility and something they're going to need to discuss.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
One shot, gentlemen.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
Here's Harkless. Here's George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
The Warriors pull it in. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Curry kicks to Green. Top of the key, Russell. 5 on the clock. And the lead now. Bucket. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Now here's Leonard. D right on him. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Leonard. He kicks to Beverly. Clock at 6. Harkless on the wing. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Warriors leading by 8. Curry with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Curry's got 41.
Now what a take by Steph there. Superb at keeping the ball under his control and then scoring.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Bringing it up for Golden State. And it's Russell in the corner. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. 6 to shoot. Green finds Cauley Stein. Golden State needs to get off a shot. McKinney, no good. Clippers trail by 7. George is to Beverly. Pass to Harkless. Right side, Leonard. And he's fouled on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
So smooth. A little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover, he's adding that to his game.
Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Leonard hits them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Curry against Beverly. Curry kicks to Russell. To the inside, Cauley Stein. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Here's Harkless. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt. Professional move all the way. Puts the team on his back when it matters most.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
With the floater. Good!
And none better. Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
Now here's Leonard. Passes to Beverly. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Count it!
And you can starting to tighten up. Offense has become...
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And now the go-to guy in these situations, Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and the 3-point lead. And it's a 4-point ballgame. Porter on the wing, George. Offline with his three. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those two away.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working, tireless.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. She's the point guard, force them into different situations, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, put pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.